Hey guys, if you don't know me, my name is Felicia Fallum. I am an artist and I work in a lot of different settings with whether it's refugees or teen moms or as a foster mom. I have also taught art in residential treatment and in communities in Haiti and Brazil. I teach kids, children's art. I teach adults with disabilities, all sorts of different things. I have 13 years of experience doing art and art with various people groups, working with art therapists, counselors, and also occupational therapists. But my work is specifically encouraging you to explore art and see what you can learn about yourself or the world, or how you can be drawn closer to, I'm a Christian, so be drawn closer to God through artwork and creativity and all of that. So this video is going to be a quick, well, it's actually kind of long, but it is a project about a feeling, and I ask you guys to join along. All you need is a paper and pencil, but any creative supplies will do. So I'll talk a little bit more about that. I do go through the project and then I show you a sample that I did, and then I go through the directions for how to go about it. If you would like more of a professional, like an edited one, a shorter version, a quicker version, let me know and I can try to do some. If you like it longer or shorter, let me know and I can try to make some more projects for you guys. So yeah, I will see you in the video. In the midst of all the things that are going on and some of my personal passions that I have been developing over the last 13 years, actually, I've been thinking about doing more art therapy or therapeutic art, using art to talk about emotions and express things, and yeah, just to connect with where you're at emotionally. And I think it's a good practice just to a lot of times we don't have the words to say something, and so images can either help us get to that point, they can kind of help us think about things correctly, healthily, and part of that's kind of up to you and how you decide to go about it. But I wanted to share a project with you that I've been doing, and I made a sample that is just with pencil and paper, so that you don't feel like you have to do something elaborate or have a ton of art skills. It's just a simple drawing that I did. So I'll go ahead and kind of talk you through the steps, and then I will show mine to you, and then you can go back through the steps on your own. And I'll use my notes because I did kind of write out an order that would work. And so in the art therapy world, this would be called a directive or but I think of it more as a prompt. It's a creativity prompt to get you going and get you thinking. Is it prompt? Prompt? Anyways, so first of all, find somewhere comfortable, calm, if possible. You can kind of pay attention to your body and your thoughts. This is my art studio space. It's a super big mess. I was really sick while I was pregnant and it's gotten crazy messy. But I kind of like having one room that is messy and the rest of the house is not. And this is my space that I come to when, yeah, I love it in here. So I do need to do some specific cleaning, but so find a place that's calm, comfortable environment, whatever you're comfortable in. It can be a mess like mine is, no judgments. But if the mess does make you feel antsy, then go somewhere else, maybe outside or to a park, or even sit in your car. If that's I used to do that in high school a lot. I'd sit in my car. So find a place. And then start to think about an emotion or a feeling that you are experiencing and identify that. If you don't have the words for it, that's okay. You can still think about how it feels. Something I've thought about doing is making it an emotion list. So if that would be helpful, let me know and I'll create one and put it on my Instagram maybe. So identify this emotion. Is there a sensation that goes with it? How does it feel? What do you feel tingles? Is it sharp? Is it something else? Visualize it. Feel it and visualize it. Is there movement with it? Is there a temperature? Is there a texture? Is there a color? Is there a sound? Is there a taste or a smell? What does this emotion bring up? think about it, visualize it. If you don't have a shape or an image, it doesn't need to be like a house or a car. It doesn't need to be an image. And you'll see mine, it's not. It can be anything you want. It can be, like I said, colors, shapes, lines, dots. It can be squiggles. It can be scribbling as hard as you want with your eyes closed. It can be your other hand. It can be anything. But for now, we're just observing. We're just thinking about it. We're acknowledging it, thinking about those things. So as you continue to observe this feeling or this emotion, close your eyes. And close your eyes and visualize it again and identify the things we talked about. Do you see color? Do you, what does it seem like? What does it look like? So let's put it on paper. This is the fun part. So you can, if you have whatever supplies you have, you guys, I want this one specifically to be able to be done. It can be done on a napkin with a pen. It can be, and then thrown away. It can be done in a notebook, a sketchbook. It can be done on the back of a piece of cardboard. It can be done anywhere and with anything that you can write on. It could be done in sand or dirt. Don't let not having paper and paint or a canvas and paint stop you from doing this. Use what you have. Also, don't try to get so creative in that, like, oh, I have to do this on dirt and use a stick. Like, if you're outside and that feels good and you'll do that, go for it. But whatever is simple and whatever you will actually do. It doesn't do any good if we just think about it and don't do it. So grab whatever utensil tool you would like to use, and go with your gut, go with your intuition, go with those feelings. Just kind of feel, go with what comes to mind first. And then let go. So the idea of this is kind of to let go of like your thinking analytical mind and to get into your creative, free, free self. I'm hesitant to say spirit because I think, like that's an overused term. But let yourself, if you are a person of faith and you want to be guided by like if you think about scripture and think about imagery that comes to your mind with that as well, go for it. And then so as you're drawing, continue to draw. If you want to put on some music and draw, go ahead. Once you've started, or you can, if the environment allows you to stay in silence, do that. Continue to feel and listen to your body. Do you feel any tightness anywhere? Do you feel, like for me, I hold a lot of my tension in my shoulders and neck and back. And that's a big reason why I get migraines. Also I've had them since I was a baby. So, but continue to draw and, are there lines? Does the feeling or emotion change? Does it, is there movement? What is happening? So once you've done it, I will show you mine. I picked for the sample one, I picked anxiety, and, let me see if I can focus better. That's okay. You guys don't want to copy it anyways. And I took like that kind of like feeling, and it's like sharp and pointy, and then there's like a break in the breath, but then you're like trying to catch it. And then also I did draw like an embracing Holy Spirit. So I'm Christian, so that to me that was, well, we'll talk more about that. But I did kind of like a that feeling of, even though there's like anxiety, you're also being cared for, and you're under that protection, and there is a caring element to it. So I kind of did two emotions. I did like more of a process where it started as one and like processed that emotion, and then I went to like the result. And so with mine, I did so like some of the questions you can ask yourself are, describe it. What does it look like? Think about what it looks like. What is your image? Put it into words, like actually put into words what's happening. Another thing is you can talk about it from the perspective of your paper or the drawing itself or the canvas. And what does the drawing say about itself? I am a drawing. You could start like, hello, I am a drawing. I am sharp and pointed and static and hard and rough. There's a rough and soft part to it, like an iron and then a rough texture I did. I have, you can describe it. I have jagged lines. I am straight lined. I am breaking up. I am, there's, so however you want to describe it. And then this is when it would get into the curves are like the embracing aspect. Like there is a change. There is a joyfulness, a peace to it. But your emotion does not have to have the end embracing part. If you're not feeling that, or like, you can be honest in this exercise. It's like I'm an artist who has worked in different settings with different people groups, and so I've seen art be very therapeutic and healing, but I'm not a doctor, so like these aren't tools to assess or diagnose or like any of those things. If you need more help than simply identifying things and processing things yourself, then I do encourage you to seek out a professional. So just know that like this one isn't like, it's a process that will hopefully encourage you guys to start thinking about and addressing emotions that you could either take to your therapist, or just putting things into words can be so helpful. Putting images to something, it can also be very grounding in helping you see things accurately and wisely. So yeah, so I hope that exercise was good. If you finished this whole video, you can go ahead and go back and go through the steps, and let me know if you would like more of these, if this was helpful. Let me know if you want just like a super condensed version as well. If you don't want me, if you want me more, I can do more editing, but I won't be able to get as many of those out. So, but yeah, let me know if you want more exercises like this. Yeah, and I hope this is helpful for whatever you are working through. So thanks so much. I'll see you guys soon.